What is up, guys? This is my final college update because today is graduation, and I don't like filming outside anymore just because it's so noisy and everyone's walking in your shot. So, welcome to virtual Hawaii. And anyway, today I'm going to be talking about what I've been up to and what I'm excited about. So, I've had 3 projects so far this semester. Or not so far, I mean, semester's over. So I had 3 projects total. And first one, we built a clock. And this is what that looks like. Basically, it's a 24-hour clock. So this little hand goes around once every day. The big hand is the minutes. And we had a lot of competition. Like, our classmates had this clock and that one. And this one right here. This one's my favorite. It's got the gear that tells you what hour it is, and then this hand showing you the minutes. I just thought it looked really cool, especially being on wood. And okay, next project. Been working on how to get a bottle rocket launched as far as possible. So a bottle rocket is pretty much you just pressurize a bottle with water in it, and you let it go, and see how far it goes. Basically, we put fins on it, and we could put clay. We can change how long it is, and it went 137 meters, so longer than an entire football field. Number 3, the third project I did was my capstone project, and that had to do with measuring corn. So we want to make corn as strong as possible so that we get more food. And we did this by building this touchscreen device that can push the stalk and then tell you kind of how much resistance there is. And anyway, there's a lot of software, a lot of hardware, and there's coding involved. But what I was mainly in charge of was the durability testing. So I got to like drop it on the floor, twist it in all these weird ways, and it was pretty durable, so it turned out. Alright, so what else would I've been up to? I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for the second time, and I can confirm it is the best animated movie of all time besides Megamind. So I'd give it number 2. Yeah. It was very funny, and animation was awesome, and definitely recommend it to everyone. Watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, also I went and test rode some scooters. Scooters are actually kind of cool. They got a lot of storage. You can put your helmet inside the seat. They go really fast. These things can go up to 80 miles an hour. And what I think I like the most is how much storage there is. And anyway, that was kind of fun. And Jiu-Jitsu Open. This is my Jiu-Jitsu tournament I did about 2 weeks ago. There was an absolute division, meaning you go against anyone with your same belt. So I went to the blue belt one, and there were guys 100 pounds heavier than me. There was this guy who looked like a bear, and it was a really hard match, but it was fun. And I actually ended up taking first place, the gi division. A gi is kind of like the clothes that they wear. And art museum, I went to that. That was cool. And yesterday I actually went to the batting cages for my birthday. It was really fun hitting the baseballs, and I actually plan on going back. It's called the Strike Zone. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. Now, what I'm excited about? First of all, getting my motorcycle's permit. So I've been reading like how to care for a motorcycle, how to ride safely, and you go into the DMV, you take a multiple choice test, and then you get your permit. And then after a couple hours of riding, and then you take a test, like an actual skills test, you get your motorcycle's endorsement, which basically is like an add-on to your driver's license. And yeah, what I've been learning is number 1, on a motorcycle, every time you stop, you have to brake with both the front and the back tire. It's just safer that way, and 85% of the braking should come from the front, and 15% of the braking should come from the back tire, approximately. And another thing that I didn't know before, but there's something called lane splitting. So say you're on the road and there are cars in front of you stopped at a red light, there's 2 lanes. If you're a motorcycle and you're in California or Utah, you can go in between these 2 lanes, and then when the light turns green, you could just go and then get ahead of the other cars. Mainly this is because motorcyclists, they've been like complaining like because they've been getting rear-ended by these cars when they're just sitting at a red light behind a group of cars. So I think that's really cool, and that should be adopted in all 48 other states. Okay, so that's motorcycles. I'm also excited about moving to a different apartment because they have a heated pool. Who doesn't like water? And swimming is like probably one of the best exercises because there's no wear and tear on joints. Like, I heard running is actually bad for you. I'm not sure about that, but I know for a fact that swimming is not. And so I can probably do some more swimming. And number 3 thing I'm excited about is I am building a gun. So Emma got me BBs for Christmas, and I'm gonna kind of use those for my slingshot gun that I'm using. Well, that I'm building. And basically I'm gonna use a motor to have it fire automatically. So when you hold down the trigger, just pam, 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 like 4 shots every second. And I got this slingshot material from the physical therapy department. I was just like, hey, could I get some of those bands? You know, like when your shoulder hurts, they like give you those black bands, blue bands, whatever. And yeah, she was like, how much do you want? I'm like, this much. She cut it off, and so I'm gonna use that as my slingshot. All right, that is everything. So love you, and see you later. Bye.